So it's 9 at night and I am just sitting on the porch, just thinking about life. And just thinking about the past couple of years and just realizing that I've had the same lessons brought to me over and over and over and over. And for some reason, I just ignored them. And here I am now. 5-6 years later, and I'm finally getting it. Finally getting it. Although I've had many lessons that I can think of, been given to me the past couple years, I think the most significant one has been that I need to learn how to choose myself when I'm unhappy and when I am stressing and crying every night. I need to learn to choose myself, and that it's okay to choose myself, and it's okay if choosing myself means that I am hurting someone else. It is okay. Your happiness, your mental health is number one. It is what you should prioritize. You shouldn't stay with someone and keep holding on to make them happy, because you know it's not going to make yourself happy. You know it's going to burn you out. You know it's going to make yourself miserable. And I'm just speaking in my experience. I feel as though for the past couple years I have seen things and I've experienced things that I know are not good, and that they don't make me happy, and that they affect me negatively. But I think I wasn't thinking about myself, and I wasn't trusting myself enough either. And that's the problem. I think that I saw something that wasn't right, and I experienced something that wasn't right, and I knew deep down in my gut it wasn't right, and I knew that I didn't deserve it, and I still said, but it's fine, I can try to get through this, I can make it work. But you shouldn't have to. You just shouldn't have to. I think this goes with the whole choosing myself, but I needed to learn how to walk away. And again, this ties into basically everything else I just talked about, but I think my issue was that it's hard for me to walk away from someone. And I think a lot of times I feel guilty too, or I push my own feelings aside, and I think to myself, well, this is just a part of a relationship. You just go through hard things, and, I know I don't deserve it, but they can change, and they can do better. But then time and time again, they show you that they're not changing, and they, you know, maybe can do better, but they're not going to. And with that mentality of, well, I can just move on and I can just forgive and I can, you know, that person can just change and I can just wait for them to change, and you just get to a point where you're so miserable, you're so burnt out, you have lost all your self-respect, and you're living in your masculine energy, and it's just not worth wasting your years on waiting for a man to change. It's not worth it. And here I am, years later, telling you it is worth it. And, you know, thankfully I haven't wasted that many years, and I'm still very young, but I think that I am now a product of all of my decisions to disrespect myself time and time again when I knew I wasn't okay with something, when I knew that something didn't sit right with me, when I knew I wasn't unhappy, and I still chose to stay. Now I'm at a point where I am single. I am in my masculine energy trying to get out, and I think I will, but I don't trust myself or my decision-making skills, and now I just need to learn how to put myself first. The first time. Not the second, not the fourth, not the 12th, nothing. The first time around, I need to be putting myself first. And I am making this because I feel as though I know a lot of women can resonate with this. I have a lot of women in my life who can resonate with this, where they have just time and time again accepted behavior from a man that isn't respectful, that's not okay, it's not healthy, but you accept it and you try to get through it. And you try to move on and you try to make things work. And so, I'm here. I am here basically restarting from the ground up, trying to get to know myself, and I'm doing a really good job, but trying to get to know myself, trying to prioritize myself and my needs and my wants over everything. Doing self-care. It's just, I'm doing everything I can, I feel like, to make up for what I didn't do. I want women to know that it's okay to choose yourself. You're not selfish, you're not self-centered, you're not difficult, you're not unforgiving, none of that. It is okay to realize that this situation doesn't sit right with you and you want to leave. It's okay to realize, I don't deserve to be talked to like this, so I'm gonna leave. It's okay to even realize, I'm just not feeling this person anymore, and it's okay to move on. And their feelings will be hurt, and it's their responsibility to heal and move on from it, not yours. And I just don't want any more women to waste their lives, waste their young years, waste everything on a man. I just don't want it anymore. It's unfortunate that most of us women are this way because we've been conditioned this way. We've been put in many situations in our lives that have unfortunately led us to rely on a man and to prioritize him over ourselves. It sucks. It does. I am on a mission to never let this happen again. No matter my next relationship, or even if I don't get into one and I just am single and just, casually dating, like, I never want to allow this again. I never want to allow myself to push myself to the side to the point where I'm now single and I have to get to know myself all over again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose myself ever again. And I never want to be the masculine one in the relationship. I am just on a mission to learn myself, learn exactly what I want in a relationship, what I'm not okay with, and prioritize myself, even if I'm casually dating someone, or even if I'm in a serious relationship with someone, just doing what I want to do at all times. And when I have time for a guy to, hang out with me if I want to, or take me out, then I will do that when I have the time. But I am decentering men and relationships in my life, and I am centering myself. And I'm excited because I know I'm going to be falling into my feminine energy. I feel like I am a little bit since I've been single, but I just can't wait until it's like fully in gear. But yes, so I just really needed to rant because I've just been thinking so deeply and just hard and just about everything that I've put up with the past couple years, and just the fact that I want to find a man that treats me the way that I want to be treated, and that I need to be treated, and that I deserve to be treated like. And I will never settle again, ever. Look where it's gotten me. Ladies, this is why you don't settle, because look at where it's gotten me. Nowhere. So, yes. So, I am just going to be learning about who I am and what I like to do and whatnot. And I may share it. I may not. I feel like posting is sometimes just like a journal that I like to allow people to listen to and read, and because I feel like some people can relate, and maybe that's a little bit comforting for them. But yes, so cheers to no more settling in 2025. Well, and the end of 2024, but especially 2025, we're going full gear. No settling. Ever. Again.